Hello everyone, my name is Katie. I am the Introverted reader, and today's video is going to be my February TBR. If you mean by TBR, I mean yes, I do pick out 5 or so books that I would like to get to in the month, but doesn't mean I read them all. No. So I sometimes change my mind and read something else. Yes, hence I put air quotes around TBR. But before I get into why we're all here, I want to say thank you, because as of last night I hit 100 subscribers on this channel, and I had a little bit of a moment last night. Like I saw it last night and I was like, I literally sat in just like general bewilderment and shock and surprise, because I wasn't expecting it. I wasn't expecting it at all. So yeah, thank you all so much. It genuinely means a lot. So yeah, that's my thank you. So anyway, let's get into the books that I'm going to be reading next month. So the first one that I will definitely be reading next month, because it's going to be our February book club pick of the month for the Introverted Reader Book Club, and that is going to be A Curse So Dark and Lonely by Brigid Kemmerer. I had bought this a couple months ago and had been meaning to read it for a while. It's kind of like it's supposed to be like a Beauty and the Beast retelling. Now, a lot of Beauty and the Beast retellings I've read as of lately have been quite disappointing, mainly when it comes to like the relationship. I never fully believe in it because I don't think it's been established enough. But hopefully in this one, this is a little bit longer, so hopefully this one there'll be a little bit more. One of our the main character in this is called Harper, and she's just living her life in Washington. She suffers from cerebral palsy, but it doesn't ever stop her from living her life, as difficult as that life might be. And then she sees this man carrying this girl away one day, just like picking her up and walking away with her, and she's thinking to herself, no, that can't happen, not on my watch. So she goes to try and stop him, and then she ends up in this like fantastical world, and it kind of goes on from there, and that's really all I know. And obviously I'm assuming there's like the Beast character in here somewhere. So if you want to join us in February and reading this for our book club pick, you are more than welcome to join us for that. And just like this cover, this spine, it's beautiful. It's beautiful. I'll just say you there. I have no room on this desk. Anyway, the next book that I picked out that I will hopefully like to get to in February is Thunderhead by Neil Shusterman. This is the sequel to Scythe, the second book in the Arc of the Scythe series. I read Scythe actually this month. You will hear more about it in my wrap up, but yes, I finished it and it was really good, and I want to be able to get to this one very soon, because the two of them have been sitting on my shelf for ages, and yeah, Scythe was brilliant. So yes, would like to get to this one in February. This is basically about a world where humanity has reached a point where there's no crime. There's no crime, there's no death. Basically, you can't die. The only beings that can end your life are scythes, and in the first book our two main characters, Citra and Rowan, get basically chosen to become scythes. They don't want to be scythes. They're trying everything in their power to get out of it, but then things happen, and it's insane. It's insane. Like, Scythe is the very first Neil Shusterman book I'd ever read, and it was so good, and I'm so ready to carry on. The next book that I want to read in February is The Trials of Apollo. This is the first book. This is called The Hidden Oracle. It's basically about the Greek god Apollo, and he gets kicked out of Olympus by Zeus for some reason. We don't really know why, and he's not a god anymore. He's just a regular teenage boy, and he's basically just sort of tasked with finding out what he did wrong and what he can do to fix it. Now, the fourth book in this series just recently came out, and to be honest, I couldn't remember for the life of me what happens. So this is going to be a reread for me. I'm going to reread it and refresh my memory so that I can go into the fourth book knowing what's going on and what's happening and whatnot. So, because I don't think it would be fair if I just went into the fourth book completely blind and then it would ruin it for me. I might see if I can listen to this on audiobook because Audible does have it, but yeah, because it would be nice to have that to listen to. The next book that I want to read in February is one that I meant to read last year, and I'm genuinely kicking myself that I never got around to it last year, and it's The Red Scrolls of Magic by Cassandra Clare and Wesley Cho. This is basically a story about Magnus and Alec, and they go on a trip together around Europe, and a bunch of stuff happens. Magnus is accused of running a demonic cult, and he's just like, I didn't do that. Did I? Can't remember. But yeah, it's basically just about that, and they're just, you know, gallivanting around Europe, and, you know, I'm sure there's going to be a lot of romantic scenes between them in here. And Malik are one of my favorite couples of all time when it comes to books, and yeah, again, kicking myself that I didn't get to this last year, but I'm gonna read this next month. I'm gonna do it because it's short, I can get through it quickly, so there's that. The last one that I've picked out to read for next month is Archenemies by Marissa Meyer. This is the second book in her Renegades trilogy. Read Renegades last year, really enjoyed it. It's basically a world where they don't have like a proper like law system, like there's no police or firemen or anything like that. It's the city is basically looked after by this group of people called Renegades, and they're basically like superheroes. Like they have all these different abilities and they keep the city safe and whatever, and it's just all about like gangs and like who's on the right side, who's on the wrong side, blah blah blah. So really excited to get to this. Like one of our characters is a renegade through and through, and the other one is, she's undercover in the Renegades, but she's like part of like sort of like an enemy gang, if you know what I mean, and she's trying to like bring them down, and it's really fun. And I love superhero stuff. Like superhero movies are like some of my like literally one of my favorite genres of all time. So yeah, those are all the books that I hope to get to in February. If you want to join us in reading A Curse of Dark and Lonely for our book club pick next month, you're more than welcome. Yeah, my January wrap-up will be coming in the next week or so. Thank God. January is nearly over. It's been like 84 years. But yeah, that's my TBR. What are you going to be reading in February? I hope you're having a good day. Thank you so much for the 100 subscribers. It means so much. All my handles are down below, my Twitter and my Instagram, and subscribe if you're new, and, you know, leave a comment down below if you want, and yeah, I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.